You are tuned in to What a Baltimore Online Radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed are of the host and not of Lady J Media. Thank you and enjoy the show. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Unusual Favor with John and Shalonda Hansboros. The topic tonight is transitions. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Unusual Favor Show. I am your host, John Hansboros, my lovely wife, Shalonda Hansboros. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Wow, the show today is about transition. Before we go into transition, I just want to do a quick thank you to everyone who supports us. Thank you to Lady J, Eric, everyone at Butterfly Entertainment with our Baltimore Online Radio. We had a wonderful event last week. The social networking event was wonderful. Thank you to all the vendors that came out. Thank you to my brother, Kevin Curry, for all that you do. We appreciate you all. The restaurant, I can't say the name right. I'm going to mess it up. But you guys know I appreciate y'all too. Lady J, everyone. Thank you guys. All right. You got anything you want to say, honey? How you doing today, this evening?
Turn around.
Yeah, I got it. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing? We're talking about transitions tonight, and so I kind of did a transition with my husband. This is not my typical daily evening look, but today we had a wonderful project at school, and that's kind of what we are talking about, not just in relationships, transitions, but transitions in life. And a lot of people know me for singing and performing, and some don't know that I've moved into more of the beauty, so skin, hairs, and nails. I've developed a new passion, everybody. So tonight I'm kind of making that known to people. So that is a transition that we're having. But I'm very excited, and I just wanted to take a few minutes. And I usually don't do this. My husband is usually my sales and spokesperson. But at some point you have to put on your big girl shoes. He's knocking over things.
Go ahead.
Sorry, that was the light. It is going to get dark soon, so we do need that light. But what was I saying?
Unusual Favor. How it started everything. This Unusual Favor. This song is what started everything.
Oh yeah, that's not even.
That's not an unusual favor though. Is
that? No. Okay, so all this stuff, I have a bunch of stuff in my pocket because I wanted to share this transition that's happening. And I want to invite people to experience what it is that I'm doing. And don't get it twisted. I'm still singing. I have a couple events that are coming up. They're small, but one is open to the public. And I'll have dates for that. So you got to stay tuned to Unusual Favor and / Spitfire Poetry and / What's Up Baltimore and / Lady J Media.
A lot of events coming up. A lot of events coming up for the community. You guys don't want to miss. So before you get started, buddy,
this is my time. You're gonna go after me.
Jonathan Makuza is watching. Our brother from Uganda, Africa.
Oh yeah. Hey, Jonathan.
No sleep. I had to tune in at 2:30. It's 2:30. Wow, I appreciate you, bro.
In the morning. And my brother from Uganda, absolutely. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Has tuned in to support us and
absolutely.
Just
y'all check his show out as well. Hey, Miss Joyce, how you doing?
Okay. See. So I found this. I'm not gonna take up too much of all of our time because we're gonna get into more of transitions, but this is about a transition. So me and my sister found this Use Your Voice, and we thought it was cute to put in the studio for when teaching. So if you need your voice lessons, voice coachings, performance coachings, you can come see me as well as my sister Tiffany, both trained classically, and can get you ready for any performance or audition that you have coming up. Which also, big shout out to Jade. My student Jade was accepted into the Baltimore School for the Arts Department.
Congratulations, young lady.
She worked really, really hard for that audition, trying to prepare during this pandemic. So I'm very, very proud of her and her dad. So, come see me for that. Use your voice. Still learning how to work the machine here. So I brought that up to say I use my voice to bring out another passion that I became one with during this beautiful pandemic. And originally that was making oils. I mean, I'm going to turn this around. This is some beautiful stuff that, I have in there. There's some herbs in there.
You got to pay me to be a hand.
You know how you hold it in the back like they do. You know how they do when you want to see the inside. Yes. I don't know why they do that, but anyway. So I got into making my own carrot oil. It was so many, vegetables and stuff people were giving. And you know me, I didn't want to turn anything away. I get a box full of carrots on the porch, and I know I already got a box full of carrots in the kitchen, but, I accept it anyway because I appreciate the gift, So I was like, what am I going to do with it? I started making carrot oil because I believe that is a great oil and it has nutrients and it's a great benefit for hair. Well, I'll get all into that, but I'm going to keep pushing. So through that, I said, you know what? I have two beautiful girls, Javon and Jocelyn, and they have a head full of hair. And I needed to figure out how to, manage that, by myself and with the help of my sister in here. So, through that, I developed a passion. I love everything about hair, our fibers. These dead fibers can be brought back to life if taken care of and then put into some delicious styles. Transitions. So if you're looking to take that hair journey and transition your hair, revitalize it, keep the maintenance that you have on it, come and see me. Unusual Favour Creations. That's my logo. Big shout out to Jessica Lopez. Thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you, Jessica.
I don't know if you can see that, but that says mind, body, and soul, and that's my alter ego up there. You can change her hair color. Like artists are so wonderful. Visual artists, or these are the things I can't do with the computer.
I forgot all about this. Please talk about that for a second real quick, because I thought that was the Unusual Favour CD. You shocked me just now. I forgot all about that.
He loves being a host, trying to keep me in line.
Come on.
Okay, so Unusual Favour Creations. I'll go more into grave detail. There's a couple shout outs that I want to make that inspired me. I'm in hair school, y'all. I'm back in school again. I don't know how. But people are making it possible. There's some wonderful instructors, some amazing artists in their own rights. I'm all meeting. It's amazing how God puts people together in a space. I don't know. It's just like how He formed us. You got hands, feet. Everybody in there has a specialty of some sort. Not every one person in there does everything that needs to be done or knows how to do everything that needs to be done, but everybody is strong in their own right. And I just brought that up so I can do a quick shout out to some of my collaborators, one in which I am missing the sign for. All these signs and stuff I brought in here, but a big shout out to Miss Rowe, who has really taken me under her wing as a mentor and just given me so much knowledge and drilling and retention and just making me figure out things, not just on paper, not just applying it, but trying to figure out things. Because the book, the mannequin, all those are different things. When you get a client in front of you and they want to look like Beyonce and, they come in a little differently, you want to have them go out with something. So, she's really been encouraged me and taken time with me, and just supporting me. So with that, she supported me to start my grand opening in August. I mean, we're accepting bookings now, but I'm collaborating with a wonderful, wonderful person. Her first name is Shanira. I'm pulling up her information. Any information up here that you want to get in contact with, please come to contact us on Unusual Favor. You can leave messages here. You can call in here.
Phone number 443-297-4753.
Excellent. So Miss Shanira, she is responsible for my beautiful feet and braids. Okay. You can't see the intricacy. Now, I don't want y'all to get it wrong. Now, these are just like your side braids or pineapple braids. I'm still learning terms and all that sectioning and shampooing, not wash. Don't say that. Color, not dye. But I'm still, I just rigged this up myself for a special event we had today. But she's an excellent artist in her own right, does everything. But these are some specialties that she does. And you can find her on Instagram. And it's hair by with 2 Y's, Nira. Again, that was hair by with 2 Y's, Nira. And I'll have all her information. But we are collaborating and accepting appointments. Yes, so you can look on her Instagram for some amazing things. You can contact me for bookings. I believe August is where we are at this point. So call in now and get your consultation for your appointment very quickly. Another wonderful artist. Now, I don't know if you can see this card. I'm gonna get her. There it is.
And she read it off to me.
Shantae Monet. Lord help me if I didn't say that properly. She's going to get me. And now there's a wonderful story with this, but I'm not going to take up too much time today about this young woman. Amazing artist. Vintage kitchen beautician. I have a comb, my parting comb that's getting my parts straight and in the whip. Support her. She has those. Vintage kitchen beautician. Beauty is timeless. It's an experience, and she is definitely right. So thank you to her, a wonderful woman. Along with her, I have Meg's Beauty on Instagram. That's _ Meg's Beauty on Instagram. Now, y'all know I don't walk around every day with these, and when I'm doing showcase, I can't even get them on. So I want to thank her for encouraging me to, use my voice with my eyes, and add a little spice, and do some transitioning here for my husband when I walked in this evening. So that was Miss Meg, who I know I'm missing some. Miss Talima. Miss Talima has a braiding shop on Harford Road. This woman can do amazing things with the wigs. I mean, I see some hair somewhere, and I see some strings some other place. I leave and I come back. I mean, I thought it was a person because it was sitting in front of the chair on the mannequin head. This is an amazing woman. I'll get the name of her shop. You can see me. She's been, assisting me in my wig making. Yes, Miss Shalonda can make wigs. So I think that was all the people I wanted to send a shout out to.
You sure? Anything else?
Sure. Don't forget about my liquid gold
Can you
serum.
tell us? Wait a minute. Hold on. Can you tell us, please, what this does for us and what is that?
Honey, this is your gold standard in hair maintenance. Okay, this is going to hydrate you. This is only essential oils in here. It is based in coconut oil, fractionated organic coconut oil. Look up that, which is different from your store-bought coconut oil that you eat. Please don't put that in your hair, and that's not what's in this bottle. So these are my first runs. So right now these are $6. You can contact me for that. So what you want to do is spray this in your hand. This is a bottle for purchase, so I'm not going to spray it. as we do in school, sometimes a mock what you do. So as soon as your hair is, I prefer when your hair is moist, you just want to spray some in your hand, emulsify it. That's such a beautiful word, isn't it? Emulsify it in your hand. So you're kind of giving yourself a quick hot oil treatment, and you're rubbing that. You can even use it.
I was about to say, how can that help me? What can that do for me?
Well, you see,
not just my hair. Like, does that help my beard? And
of course, but I like to. I don't miss a spot. I'm extremely detailed. Ms. Rowe can attend to that. I'm working on that too. Okay. So for our men, you can use it all over your hair. Put this in your beard. It's going to soften you up. It's going to hydrate that beard. Those knots you get when you're trying to brush through it looking cute. Come on. Spray a little water in your beard, or even, get a little hydration. Let that fall in your beard. Emulsify. Slide that comb right through. Contact me.
Absolutely. And as always, we want to thank you guys for purchasing our book. Unusual Favour is available on Amazon. This is a story of how a lot of the things that we're doing has started. You can get that on Amazon along with my book, Spitfire Poetry Volume 1 and 2, also on Amazon. And the reason we were really going through a lot of that is because getting to transitions in our topic, we went through a lot of transition to get to what we're doing right now. I mean, some of you have read the story. Some of you that have read the story know about our story. Some of you that don't, we've been through some trials and tribulations in our life. When you get the book, you can read about that and see how we were able to get through them and come out on this side of it. So we went through a lot of transitions. For one was health, basically, like definitely with me.
That was the initiator. That started the transition.
Yeah, it did, because it changed. It definitely changed my whole life. I was working like 60 hours a week, going to work every day, and then that just stopped to just, being home, which was fine for the first month or two. Then after a while, I started to lose my mind. I can't just sit still. So as you see, because we both always doing something. But I really want to talk about, what time we have left. I wanted to talk to you about the transition of you going through what you went through with us, and from being a singer to going into hair, and how you wanted to combine the two together to help people, or to like what is your vision with it? What do you see with it?
Wait, that was too many for me. I didn't know I was being interviewed tonight.
I can't help it. So I'll just say this. Let's just talk to the people about your transition period. Let's just say that. And how to say period. Talk about your transition period.
You could have gave me a rhyme or poem or something like that.
That's for the Spitfire show. Unusual thing. Like, what is it like, to be doing something that you love? I really, I think you love this as much as you love music. So what does that feel like to you? What is it, and how did you get to be able to maintain this transition? You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right. I love it just as much as music. I think my sister and you and everyone gets sick of hearing me talk about it, or trying to do somebody's hair. I think my sister brought me my first doll head since I was an adult. I had one when I was a child, I remember, but she didn't look like my sister. I should have brought her on today.
I hate those doll heads too.
So that's a transition, having a head on a stand and he start talking and thinking it's somebody. No.
And when you come downstairs and there's a stand in your living room with a head on it, somebody could have got shot. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. Shooting a dummy's head or whatever. But
yeah. So I do love it just as much. So with me, when I love something or I'm passionate about something, that becomes my obsession. I want to know everything about it. I want to know every in, every out. I want to understand it forwards and backwards. I want to be able to, figure anything out. So I think that was the the thing I liked about it. And then you're learning all these technical things in order to make a creation out of dead fibers. Like, I find that so amazing. Like, as soon as the hair comes out, it's dead. But this hair, that our hair is glorified, in every almost what do you call that? Religion. Hair is, I think in Muslim
race, you mean?
No, not race. Oh. Jesus. In every religion, either it's head wrapping or protective styles. We're protecting what it's meant for. Is to protect what you have naturally, so that that's not ruined. But when it comes out, we're already protecting something that's dead. So I just find that so amazing. And so to be able to create, a lot of my styles, I call them high fashion hairstyles. I like big hair, and I like the natural hair, but like as far as creating, I like to be able to know what I need to do in order to create that style that fits that scene, So that's the other thing. It's not like it's far off from music. I believe it is an art. I believe it should be included. It was, slightly included in my education, which was a classical a classical background training. We had a makeup course, your everyday makeup, interview makeup, how to make yourself look old makeup. I was an opera singer, so I needed to learn all these different things, how to make your eyes pop. I have small eyes, then I have big cheeks, and then when I smile, they're gone. So, I have to make sure that when I'm doing a show on stage, that's over, 250 people, let's say thousands, or, outdoors, you have to learn how to put on lashes. Oh my goodness. There was a wonderful vendor at our event last night, and I will get her information. There's an amazing pen.
Sunday's event?
Oh, on Sunday's event. Mm-hmm. Her first name is B Beauties. I think I don't want to even name it wrong.
I can't think of it.
But there is this fabulous pen, and before this goes over, when I'm done talking, because I'm getting parched, I'm gonna go over there and get that pen. It has, ain't God good, or ain't my man's good, which God made man, and I don't like to drink on the show.
I don't want you to get away from talking about the transition,
right? But I want to recognize her. This pen has liner. It is definite liner, not black smear. It's it goes on. You don't have to do 50 million lines to get a definite line across your eye, and it's also gluten. I can put my lashes on, y'all. And my liner at the same time. I'm all about cutting this thing in time, so I want to share her information. That's why I don't need this. I think I just took off a dime. But who put me back on track?
The transition.
Oh, I was saying how they're not far off. They're practice. There's things and basics that you need to learn. And those things have to be practiced like daily, nonstop in music. Same thing.
But in our relationship, what was the transition? How did I? Well, honestly, I could tell you one thing about the transition that I've dealt with. We constantly are changing things because
I'm an Aquarius.
Right now, that's true, definitely. But right now, my wife is in high school, so she's not home most of the time during the day. I'm home with the girls during the day, whatever. So that was a transition. That's what I'm getting at. That was a transition of her being away from the house for about 4 to 8 hours a day, maybe more, and calling to make sure what's going on at the house. That was a transition because she was used to being there, knowing what's going on. Now she doesn't.
Wait a minute. Hold
on. What? Transition.
Yeah, I heard the transition, but you said you calling.
You call every 5 minutes. Every now and then you'll call and check on a text. Sometimes you do, not all the time. So I guess I should take it because you don't do it all the time.
Okay, and I believe it was the reverse sometimes. I remember having to step out into the hall because you can't be on the phone. And when you have strict teachers, shout out to Miss Henson. She's teaching you the way. You can't be on the phone. So I had to step out, and I just recall stepping out. I only brought that up to say,
But what's the transition though on what you're doing? How do you feel about what's going on and the endeavors and things that we're doing? Like, we didn't just start doing this overnight. So that was a transition. What did you do to maintain your sanity in these different times that we're dealing with now and transitioning to what we're doing now? I remember this is 2021. So you're talking 2013. I was just coming home from the hospital. My health was in a state that I can't even explain right now. I'd rather you read the book and find that out. But I had to transition from not working to
we're going all the way back there.
Yes, and I joined a church and things of that nature. It helped me to grow and transition in levels to get to where I'm at today. And I'm still nowhere. I got plenty. There's a lot that we want to accomplish. Don't get me wrong. And there's a lot of people that we want to help. But sometimes in our transitions in life and in marriage and work, whatever you're dealing with, you have to go about it in a way where you can maintain your sanity and keep going. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy. Okay,
I mean, I highly recommend therapy.
There we go. That's what I'm getting at.
I mean, yeah, I didn't know where you were going with this. Yeah, I highly recommend therapy. And don't let me skip over having a spiritual connection. My God,
Absolutely.
My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's me. You pick and choose who you want to serve. I say I serve a good God. I'm not trying to push them on nobody. But I do. And learning how to tap in, start talking to yourself in a quiet room alone, not when people are watching, but
they might
start
think you're crazy.
Okay. Well, write down some things, write down these thoughts you're having, speak these thoughts out. Am I being clear? That what I'm saying is, have a moment in a space that you're can confide in someone that you can talk or that you can pray about, and then leave that there and then having faith, that this too will, not that this too shall pass. I used to hate when people say that, but I'm starting to understand a lot of sayings, you'll understand better by and by. Oh, that one is so good. What is that doing from? So much light here. But where was I going? One thing is
this is a transition right here. What we're doing, like being on the show, having our own show. We used to be in front of people. My wife's always been a performer. I don't mind being in front of people at all. But this was a transition to doing. Shout out and thank you to Lady J, Charlene Jenkins, because she actually helped in that transition by motivating and pushing us both to do some of the things that we're doing. Like you were saying about confiding in people. When you can feel a connection or an energy that's good with another spirit, then you should tap into that spirit, I believe. When I mean that spirit, that person, that being, whatever that is, because great things can come out of that. You can create and build things together that are great.
And I guess that's what I'm saying by making all these shout outs to people, vintage kitchen beautician, meeting these people, brought me back to life. I didn't know how I was going to do it. All I know is that he put a vision in my head, which is shifting and moving every day or getting bigger and bigger and driving someone crazy. But, meeting these people that are giving me life, no, you don't have to, have them over every day, even though sometimes, a nice dinner out of the mode of learning and stuff would be something nice, but like feeding in that energy, learning a new technique. Seeing someone else do something. Oh, wow. Is this something that I can do? Is it something I'm even interested in? Or I find it amazing that they can do that because I've tried and I just really, suck. So meeting different people and then surrounding yourself, that's a big one right there. Surrounding yourself by not just like-minded, of course. And some people's like, well, if they're doing the same thing, there's always competition. No, we got to learn how to not. I mean, yes, life is competitive, and yes, you should be competitive, but competitive, I believe, with oneself and where you are. But you should surround yourself with like minds, see what others are doing, share ideas. What else can you do with that idea? One idea doesn't mean that that's the end of that idea. Doink. You can take that idea and expand it together. And then that's community,
Absolutely.
So
don't be afraid of transition either, though. Don't be afraid of change. That's easier said than done, but it's the truth. We both
you know really good tonight. That was the other thing. Fear. Fear was a big topic that came up in my session. But fear, in a conversation, is a big shout out to that person. But fear is something that can hold you in a place that you're not even supposed to be in. And so, well, how do I get rid of that fear? Because I deal with anxiety, A lot of people think I'm an extrovert. I am not an extrovert. I have my moments of but this space is much more comforting, and being on here actually gives me it makes me feel better, even though I don't know quite my angles, and I turn my head one way and it's going another way, but finding different ways to deal with your fear, to deal with your anxiety, because the only person that's going to help you get over it is you. So you have to find out what things make you calm. Why am I so anxious about this? What am I worried about? Failing? Okay. If you fail, right now I'm something years old. Okay. So I can just go to school and try it again. I can go to school and learn again. Am I going to fail? No. And even what is failure? That's the other thing. You have to start turning it into failure. What
a lesson? You know what I mean?
Are you meant to have that degree? Right. That degree may not be. I do think that you should go ahead and get papers. Ain't nothing wrong getting papers, and getting that knowledge. But that's what it's about: getting that knowledge, surrounding yourself with like mind, getting that information that you need, solidifying it with paper, and creating your own thing.
That's right. Trust in you, whatever you believe in, trust in that. And that's like faith. I always say, if he gave you the vision, then he'll give you the things that you need to be supported in that vision. Our time is starting to wind down, but I wanted to read this scripture that my wife, somebody gave you this?
Sister Kennedy. Okay, Sister Kennedy, are you going to take my presentation?
Today's prayer. Let me just read the scripture first. 1 Peter 4:10. Each one should use whatever gift he has received to serve others, faithfully administering God's grace in its various forms. When I was walking to my kitchen yesterday, and my wife had this on the dining room table, and I read it, and it made me stop and think for a minute, definitely. And I'm a believer in this. If God, like I said, if he gives you a gift, you do what you can to cultivate that gift and do it to the best of your ability. And the doors that he opened for you are absolutely incredible, man. I'm telling you, it really is. So, you'll start to transition to a place that you never thought you would be at. You really didn't. You really don't. Like I said, follow us on John Hansboros, Shalonda Hansboros on social media, Unusual Favour social media, Spitfire Poetry social media, Unusual Favour Creations social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever, YouTube. Stay tuned because we do have some wonderful events coming up for the rest of the summer for the community. And I have one or two more singles that I'm going to release this summer, towards the end of this summer. Yep. Didn't even tell you, see. I got two. Shout out to my man Tory Hart, T Hart. I got 2 joints that I'm about to release from that he did with me. Some audio poetry. Stay tuned because we do got some shows coming up that I'll be performing along with my wife. I'll have the privilege of performing alongside my wife while she's singing her medleys and just administering to the people and just giving out love,
Administering or ministering?
Whatever the word is. Ministering. Giving.
Are you singing?
No, I just do poetry. But do you want to say anything else before?
Poetry or poetry?
The devil can't hold me. That's right.
I can do poetry too. That's not my thing, but yeah.
Why don't I write the poetry? That's it. Guys, we want to thank y'all for watching.
Oh, hang
we
on.
Really do. Well, we got to stay mindful of time.
Okay.
I want the people to see our other co-host and brother Fred has a show that's coming up. And I love watching his show, so I'm not going to be late watching it.
That's absolutely right. Guys, all of my friends and family, my mom, I hope she's still able to listen. She's been trying to get on and just confused. And there is some
grandchildren show
some transitions in how to get on. You used to could be able to go through Facebook, but you can definitely go to What's Up Baltimore, go to Listen Now, and from there you can see the schedules of all the wonderful shows and podcasts.
Also follow ladyjmedia.com. When you go to ladyjmedia.com, there's a list of numerous ways to watch all of the shows on What Up Baltimore.
Oh, I just saw the beautiful logo up there. That's wonderful.
I like that too.
That is wonderful. So definitely check out Shalonda Hansboros Creations and Styles by Nira with 2 Y's merged together for our grand opening August. You can call for bookings. My information will be on my social media page to make bookings for that. Or you can call in if you didn't get any of the information today that I mentioned. The beautiful eyelash glue, the wonderful liquid gold serum that's being blinded by the light. I'll figure out how to do that properly.
Any events that we have, that'll be available. You can get it there.
Absolutely. We have Unusual Favour and Spitfire Poetry t-shirts.
And we'll have a website for you very soon where you can get all of the Unusual Favour merch on from Unusual Favour.
And location, speaking of vision, location.
So with that being said, we want to thank you all for watching. The next time you see me will be next week. I have 3 wonderful poets, three wonderful poets on Spitfire Poetry Shutdown next week. Y'all don't want to miss that. It's going to be very good.
Wait, who are they?
I'm not going to reveal that right now. And you can follow us and see the flyers of who's going to be on there. But if you would like to be blessed, you must bless other people. I'm a strong believer in that. Even when you don't feel like it, sometimes you have to, right? That's the truth. To be blessed, you have to bless other people. If you don't want to be, if you don't bless somebody else, how are you going to be blessed?
I think he wants me to write a song about that.
You may have to do that. Good night, guys. We love y'all. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Please be safe out here and drink water. Stay hydrated. All right.